So his obsession at the minute, well, it's not at the minute, it's been from fucking day one. If you talk to him at Cockerill, his obsession is the Scott Fletcher murder. He's determined to fetch the people to justice on that matter, and he has been from day one, if you talk to him at Cockerill. Because the very first day that Humbles, remember, this comes an undercover sort of thing. He's not a fucking undercover cop, but he's working undercover, Masonic informer. His very first day that he was introduced to Emma Cockerill and Brian Cockerill, he was asking them still questions about the Freeman family, and he was also asking them questions about the Scott Fletcher murder from the very first day. What do you know about that murder? Somebody says Brian Cockerill knows where the body is. Remember the story? So it's from very first fucking day one, he's been fucking quizzing and asking questions and investigating the Scott Fletcher murder. That's for fucking sure. On behalf of his handlers, he's been in doing a job on that case, and he's still pushing it. If you can check his fucking wall every day of the fucking week, he's pushing that fucking murder. And I just wanted to ask him a question about that, because I'm just wondering what he's up to. Because when he first came in, he didn't only infiltrate Brian Cockerill, thinking Brian knew something about that murder. He infiltrated Scott Fletcher's family through him and his missus, Kebab Flaps. Befriended the family, befriended the sister, I forget her name, Stardust or something was her name on YouTube, where there's such a stage they were chatting to the family on the phone on a regular basis, now like become friendly phone calls, and they were tape recording Scott Fletcher's sister, Mrs. Humbledryers. They were tape recording Scott Fletcher's sister, and when they were talking to Scott, who was a nurse on a ward, on a hospital ward or something, or a sister on a hospital ward, and when she was Brian Cockerill was on her ward when he was in getting his neck operation, and she said something to him. Sister did. But anyway, when the sister's talking to Kebab Flaps on the phone, she mentioned, oh, I can't have access to Brian's file, medical file, blah 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 blah. And I forget what she said about it again. But the Humbledryers went and reported her to the police and to where she works, to the police definitely, because Humbledryer admitted he done it, and got her finished with her job over what she was saying about Brian Cockerill's medical record. Got her sacked with the job, Humbledryers did. Scott Fletcher's sister, who seems a nice lass, and she seems a lovely lass, and she's been a nurse all her life. They got her sacked with her job. So when you look at the background of Humbles, from day one, and what he's done to the Scott Fletcher's family, actually getting them hide out the fucking, imagine that, your career ruined. So Kebab Flaps, I listened to the tape recording. Kebab Flaps let her read into it, knew what she was fucking doing. If you listen to the tape, if it's still on the go, it's been on YouTube, the phone call, I got it handed in between Scott Fletcher's sister and Kebab Flaps. Kebab Flaps let her read into it from day one. She knew what she was doing to her, if she was talking to her. She was going to get her into trouble. Had you done it? So when you look at what they've done, Humbledryers have done to the Scott Fletcher family, you know, they such a nasty thing like that, get someone's career ruined. Why are they now pushing the murder case as if they're doing the family a favour and trying to get people nicked for it? And who was he doing it for? Humbles, down his background. And who's he pushing that murder case on social media and making people aware of it and As some witnesses have come forward, he's doing the same with that case as what he done with Joe Calboot and Noddy Rice's son when he got them out of jail. He's doing the same one now today with the Scott Fletcher case. But why is he doing that after he's done such nasty things to the family too? Just doesn't add up to me. And as far as I'm aware, that family suspect the Winter Hill gang of being behind that murder. That's sort of what I'm aware of. And we all know who Hummels represents you on social media, the Winter Hill gang. Why would he do that to Scott Fletcher's sister? Him and fucking her. And reported that to the police. Or Brian Cockerill's gonna sack him the job. Career ruined. Been in the nurse all her life apparently. Why is he doing that in one breath? Attacking the family quietly and setting them up, getting them out to do their jobs, nasty fucks. And then helping them with the murder case in the next. But as far as I'm aware, the family think, and they always have thought from day one, got suspicions. Somehow I never spoke to them about it, but I've heard that the family have always suspected the Winter Hill gang of having some involvement in being behind that murder of Scott Fletcher. And we all know Humble Dwyers represents the Winter Hill gang. So what's he up to with that murder case? That's the one, George. Ginger seriously is the biggest wronging. Fraud on YouTube.
What was I going to say?
Moving on.
We've had another strange old scenario as well. Brian's hospital records.
Oh yeah, can I just tell you about this? My wife brought this to my attention. This lunatic coming on, not the lunatic, but she came on and asked him, coming on the Facebook, I think she came and got over with my wife. She's going to speak to Brian and all that, so go on. I don't like to talk to any women about things like this and help me. So Emma did it for them. She said, oh, Brian might know when my brother's married. I went, I said, look, love, I'm going to call. I don't know this lad, and I don't know you. You know my mum and this. I thought, I don't know you at all. Anyway, I said, oh, yeah. To keep it right, mum, I never heard of it. She said, yeah, she said, there's a rumour going around that these people from Newcastle are your friends. I said, well, them friends I know you talk about. I haven't talked to them for like 20 odd years. I think it's about 1994 since I've seen the lads. It's about 18 years, 16 years maybe. I said, they come to my wedding. I haven't seen them for all the years. And she's saying, they've murdered them. And now she's saying, I've murdered them. They've paid me to bury her brother's body. And then the police have been involved. The police haven't been in this house for somebody gone missing from Hartlepool. They've never been here. And I've murdered a brother. And I've hid him somewhere. No,
she's saying that the police had told her that Brian knows where the body is. There's none of the other.
So she did say it. She has said that.
It's been on
she said that.
Recording on it. So, and she said that she could get hold of Brian's hospital record. She works in a hospital, which is absolutely ludicrous, isn't it?
She said the people from Newcastle had him killed, and they're trying to blame me. And they're my friends. They've got nothing to do with nothing. I've got nothing to do with it. Doesn't matter who it is. It's her who's saying it.
It's crazy. So the worst part about it, anyway, they found all that hospital records.
And then the next one, she said somebody from Hartlepool. Then she said somebody from somewhere else, and somebody from somewhere else.
But the worst part is about that.
Yeah, the records. What she said to our friends. Can I mention them?
Yeah. Humbles. Yeah.
Yeah, the Humbles. Our friends, very good friends, John and Donna. Very good friends. Emma, which was going for a bad time with them, all the shit that with them tinfoil and them. So I was there for us. Anyway, they've got her on the phone. Coaxed her in because she said, oh, well, I went through what she said. When he had his operation, he came in. Now, I went in there, what you do, you come in. I got there at 6:45 in the morning. I think Tony Graves something to me. I might turn one of them. So I got there and I went in. I had to go in. You see me getting ready. It's on the computer. If you have a look back, you'll see me getting ready with these gowns and things. So I was in there for about an hour and sitting about it. I'm still in here now. I talked to her. I was in there about an hour. Then I had to go through another place where I signed forms, do all that. So I was another half an hour. Then I got another bed to go in. So I had to wait in the bed. And then you go to this big massive room, it's about as big as our back garden, about 30 foot by 30. And you're in there, and there's other patients in there in beds. So she's at the computer like Emma is now, but it's a bigger computer, so I'm around there on the other side of the computer. And I'm laid down in the bed because they said it's 50-50, but works. It's a major operation. So I'm sitting there going, so like no panic, and I never slept all night. So she said, "That you, Brian?" I went, "Oh yeah." Well, and she taught me going, "Oh yeah, what are you doing?" And I think she came to know me and know me head. And she went, "Oh, you remember your brother?" I said, "You're trying to find where he was buried and all that." I went, "Oh yes." I said, "I've got the right place to be asking things like that." There was like 5 or 6 other people when you go in. There was doctors everywhere, nurses. She said about dead bodies, and you and all the gangsters from me and all the gangsters from there and all these other gangs. You know all the murderers. You know all the people that like I felt that big. You only feel that awful. Anyway, they took me through for the operation. It was 2 hours 40 minutes for the operation. So it took about another hour and a half to wake me up from downstairs. So all in it was about 6 or 7 hours to get me operation to go upstairs. She said it was a 10-minute operation with a little bit of gristle in my neck. Well, I had 4 little stitches in my neck. You'd have seen the scar if you go in with the one on the bottom of my back and the one on the top of my neck. So I had 5 or 6 vertebrae, the backs took off. It was a major operation, and he said there's been 6 of us on it. It was that bad that we had to get another surgeon to help you. He was called Nigel, they called. I can't really say him, but he was a good lad when he let you give the photographs of the MRI. Do you remember Nigel?
Yeah.
The hospital doctor. So anyway, the other doctor was my doctor, Dr. Paddy, the doctor. He was brilliant, but he was a lovely doctor to talk to me. He was done the operation. He said, but you won't walk now for 2 to 3 years. And you see me all. She went, and when I seen him on there, walk when they're all praying on girls, me and my mum pissed ourselves. This is the woman who works at the hospital, and she's in charge of the records when you go in, saying there was nothing wrong with him. He walked out of the hospital that day, walked straight on, got in the car, drove off. What an evil, the angel of death you are. I said, Nurse Ratchet. So she said to the Humbolds, I can change his record and I could put HIV on it, put it back through, but I can go into these old computers and I can put a pin, I wouldn't send it on me, and I could change his records and I can put things on there. Well, I'll sicken him, the evil bastard. He's not telling me where. He knows where my brother's buried, and the police have told me he knows where my brother's buried, and she's condemned herself. So I've been talking to my mate who's a barrister, another ex-barrister, my mate John from down the road, and they both said she needs reporting because she's thinking in that frame of mind she could pull a cord out of somebody's machine, but to sit there as a nurse. But she's a manager of the hospital part where you go in before you get sedated. Then you go in and she puts you through next, and you get pushed through in the bed. So she's told all this lies about me. So there's no way I'm going to sit here and let her get away with it. I'm that fuck. So there's another one looks like going to court.
Brian, she knew me all along and didn't say a word. She used to work with my mum before my mum passed away. Chelsea Darts. Are you exposed yet?
Hello, brother.
Has she been sacked from the hospital? You're going to go and sort it out, aren't you, Brian?
Yeah, I will be going down. I've just been leaving it because the Humboldts have got like a 5-hour tape recorder that was slagging me and said all these horrible things. And she's going to change my records. She said, I've got access to all the computers and I'm going to put that and take this out. And I thought, no, not right yet, Joe. What if, and Donna said, I'm allergic to, she said, to strawberries or peanuts or something. What if she took that off the computer or put something like, say somebody's allergic to their penicillin, they take that off and they give them penicillin that kills them. So she's like the nurse to death, isn't she? So you don't want somebody like on the ward because she's a danger to the public and the patients in that ward. Disgusting. She's already divulged a record on the internet saying I've had all these things done, so I'm going to get a letter off the hospital to prove to you. And if also anyone wants to look at my records, I'll read them out and if you want what have I done. I'm not a liar. I don't make a lie about operations and pretend to be in a wheelchair. I've got a hospital bed in that room, and you don't get a hospital bed unless you die, you know, that you're really seriously injured. I've got a hospital bed. I was getting 2 carers a day for them. I come in 4 times a day when it was 8 a day for the first 3 or 4 months, and I couldn't move. I was getting carried up the bed by 4 or 5 people to go to the toilet and things like that. Couldn't move. Steve Manioc tried to help me, didn't he? Bram come round, Tony Grange, our church leader, they all prayed for me. She's saying it was all a set-up. Really doing it to get their views on here. Fucking sick in the head. It's really upset me the last few days. 3 days ago I got told. I've just kept it. I just want to share views. But if you go on the internet, you'll see her talk about me. She's there, live.
The sooner the better. Who saves others may have killed her, but it's dangerous as I know.
That's what I'm saying. But to say that I haven't know. If I had a clue, I said to her, I would tell them where the body was. We were
even wondering if she's been up to anything after the operation.
Yeah, we can't say nothing. But it's scary that she's in the same ward and I'm paralysed. So she's going on there, the angel of death, which I'm called Nurse Ratchet. You remember that off one for the couples nest? And she's telling people that I'm making the stories up. He's not paralysed. He can walk properly. He walked up the hospital. You evil bastard, I thought. I'm sorry for swearing, but that's what she is. Pure sick, and you can see how narcissistic she is. And she's also called my wife. She's also called Maria, and she's also called Donna. Made things up about her, Donna Humboldt, because they know.
We were prostitutes.
Said they were prostitutes, and Donna was this. I'm not going to say what they said, but they said whatever they were.
Crazy.
Which was vile stuff. What a wronging she is there. What a wronging. And she said, you know my brother? I said, I don't know your brother. I've told you 20 times. I've never heard of him. I never moved about it before when I was 18-year-old. I go back now and then. My sister's probably stayed there about 10 times in the last 10 years. Yeah,
definitely. Nurse Shipman. Yeah.
Yeah, that's the one. That was the one down London, one that killed all the babies. Yeah, she's saying I was looking at her like weird. Like he knew me because I'm famous.
Because of my brother.
Fucking famous. Never even fucking heard of you. I had a voice on the phone, that was it. She phoned 2.5 years ago. And somebody else who spoke, I said, you could hear the women in her voice. With you, Brian. I said, listen, I have a clue what she's talking about. So I'm asking now for the police number, the policeman's name. So I can go and see him and say, what you talking about? But I don't think he's a policeman, I think he's just made it up. He said the police have told her in the investigation we can't do nothing, but the only one who knows where the body is, Brian Cockerill. Fucking insane, they are. Absolutely insane.
Totally insane. So, that's what's been going on.
There, yeah.
I know, that's what I thought, positive vibes, because she'd been in the media, it was as if like it was some great thing, do you know what I mean?
He's seen me in the newspaper because I'm big now, because I've been in all the papers about my brother for years. I haven't got a clue what you're on about. But they say I walk, I mean, look at the state of my hands. The state of my hands, I can't even open it. I'm in bed every day, nearly laid there. My back is a mess. You have a look at it, that was my lower back, that was done in Thomas Cook, that was done in there at the Cook's Hospital. Honestly, I couldn't walk, couldn't I, babe? No. They said, you can't go home like that, so I'm going home, my hands were freezing. My hands were both paralysed for about, 3 months? Couldn't even wipe my backside, she had to clean me and everything. That's how bad I was. And she said I walked out like that, as if there's nothing wrong with me. 4 stitches in my neck. Have you seen the state of my neck?
Yeah, she just needs striking off.
She will get struck off, and she said, I've got my job, I'm worried in case I get struck off. Well, when you come up with comments like that about people, good people like me and wife will help me. Alright, I might have been a bit of a buggy years ago. I might have had fights and done this and done that. I didn't go around murdering people and burying them and then hiding bodies like you're saying.
Oh yeah, she said stuff about Chelsea as well. You spot on Chelsea, I remember now. That's terrible.
I thought she said that about you.
That was awful, absolutely disgusting.
She said it about Teddy as well.
No, she said it about Terry Dickup, but that hasn't come out either, has it yet?
No.
Peter Sky, she has definitely walked.
Have you ever heard of this? Because I've only seen this, like, you know, when the film when you get the gangsters, like in America, where they go change the dental stuff and they'll get a gun to the doctor's head and make him change it over. So Tommy looks like Johnny. So that's him not getting done, or the FBI and stuff. It's something like that, CIA. Fucking hell.
She sounds weirder than Decca Heggie. Yeah, she is.
Do you know what? She's more dangerous than Decca Heggie, where she works. You know, she can send loads of different things on them computers. I'm with close.
Even contacted the church as, she's crazy. The church where I go to, she's insane. What a horrible cow she is. It's brilliant, Rick.
You couldn't write the story, could you guys? It has to be me and them there. You know, you couldn't write it, could you? Brian's buried the bodies of fucking hell. I think she's been reading so many Jamie Doyle's books. Bullshit books. Yeah, but picking on my wife and picking on me like you, my family, you lot. Picking on Chelsea darts and that, you know what I mean? Picking on my family on here. Been starting on them lots. So we're all getting kicked in the teeth, probably because the good we're doing in the world, all of us on here, because it's a great channel we've got. We're helping people in the world. But that's then, this is now. We're not talking about the past, we're talking about today. We're not talking about cheats. I don't know how long ago Brew went this in, but I haven't got a clue. And God, I haven't got a clue who he is. I haven't got a clue who she is, or her mum is, or any. I haven't got a clue who the family are. I've never even heard of them.
Just Peter Sky said boot shine instead of Starshine must be in with tip files. Probably, yeah.
Well, I think they're linked. I think because it's the same MO as Tinfoil's wife, the way the things she's saying, what the girl's been on the game and all that's the same bullshit she comes up with.
Yeah, contact the local papers, good idea.
That's what we're going to do, mate. We're going to blow the lid off it. Because what, can you imagine how many more people come forward? You know, she done this to me, like Emma said. How many more she might have done things to, you don't know. She's evil, twisted in the head. Like there's Ratchet off and for the couple's nest. Medication time. Fucking hell.
Marshall.
Can you imagine you guys? Imagine you put yourself in my shoes, you're getting all that shit off the boys. Next minute, Nurse Ratchet's come on. Then I'm going to change his record. I'll put HIV on his record. I'll do that to it. I'll change it. Fucking hell. I haven't done nothing wrong to her.
She was saying her partner was one of the hardest in rules, but I had to go over. I was younger and stopped their neighbour bullying him. That's hilarious. Yeah, I think they said they were related.
She tried to think that she's a big tough guy and I go on the neighbourhood watch. That'll be stopped. The bullying neighbourhood watch in Middlesbrough. I'll make sure that's stopped. And I know a few councils down that way. That'll be stopped. I'm telling you now. You will never get another job again. You don't deserve a job. The disgrace. I mean, you told me and my wife we kept to ourselves all that time for 2.5 years ago, and then you're coming out because I can't help you.
She'd been like infiltrating it as well, and like for some reason I've knocked her off the channel, and she'd been asking to get back on the channel as well, and I didn't have a clue who she was, and she'd been like speaking really nice to me and Dave's chat and stuff like that, and then the next thing it was her. So, like fucking crazy.
You know what? I really think she might go to jail for it. And somebody say, "Oh, you can't get a jail." And you can fuck off. Can't get a jail. I'd rather get a jail than somebody get a murder or somebody else getting murdered in there. Yeah, I've never heard not like it. I've only seen it in horror films and in maybe FBI and CIA things changing the DNA.
She's probably in the chat now. Yeah, probably.
Oh, she can be in the chat. She won't be in the. She won't be in the hospital. Right. You'll be in the chat, but you won't be in the hospital next week. I'll guarantee you. So you won't. You'll be because I'm making an appointment tomorrow. Nurse Ratchet. Horrible bastard. Calling my wife and called Maria and everything, and it's called everyone. Hubble's wife and twisted evil. And my barrister said, the other friend who was American, when he was in America, he said, she's even thinking like that. Never mind talking about it. If she's even thinking that, she needs to take out of that job and never to be given a job like that again. So goodbye to your mortgage and everything. Lost everything for that big daft gob. Who's that? Maria.
Yeah.
Maria, have you ever heard anything like this before? Because you do a lot of work. I've never heard of it in my life. Somebody in hospital going to change the records. Never heard of it.
Crazy, innit?
Emma told me, I said, nah, was somebody making it up? I thought it was him, Roger. It's this type of things where his wife would come out with. Oh, remember, Shirley, we never lose you.
Get your slangers out. What's slangers? You deleted him first. Thank you very much.